What's going on, Toad Brigade? Welcome to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Came out on the SCS in 1992. And we have an intro. Long ago in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the golden land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the golden power. That should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mist of time and became legend, is drawing near. I think most of that intro wasn't even shown. Not most of it, but like a portion of it wasn't shown because I don't know what the matter is with what is the matter with OBS. Like, it happens every single freaking time. I don't get it. I'm not showing that again. I'm not doing that all over. I'm not. I refuse. But the intro is just basically talking about a god has sealed away these 7 maidens, the descendants of the wise men, captured them so he could break the seal to try to retrieve the golden power from the golden land. So yeah, that's about it. I summed up that whole intro in like 3 sentences. Anyway, hey, what's going there, Good Machine? How you doing? It's been a while, man. Good to see you. Always good to see you. Yeah, if you can believe me, this is only my 2nd Zelda game on this channel. Yes, I have only done Wind Waker before this. So, yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting tidbit. Anyway, we're gonna name my character Link like I always do. And let's get started. Help me. Please help me. I am a prisoner at the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard Aghanim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has sealed control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I am in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Link, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. That is Link's uncle. Character you never see in the series after this point. Literally, he shows up in one game and then you never see him again. Anyway, here's the lamp. Got the lamp. Now you can light torches and see your way in darkness. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite Zelda games. It's not the best Zelda game for me, but it's definitely one of my favorites. And yeah, how about this? The game starts off with a really bad storm. A really bad storm ensues at the very beginning of the game. How is that to set up the mood for Link to the Past? I remember my first time playing this game, just seeing that intro and then all of this happening and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Hey, you're not allowed in the castle, son. Go home and get some sleep. I know you're my father. You're not my dad. You're not even my uncle. Get out of here, freaking castle guards. Yeah, they're all over. They're just patrolling their area. They're at their posts like they should be. But if you take a while to go where you're supposed to, Zelda will telepathically basically talk to Link and tell him about this hidden path over here. So yeah, oh, there it is. Help me! I am in the dungeon of the castle. I know there's a hidden path from outside of the castle to the garden side. And there we go. It has a shade of dark green that you've been enamored your whole life. Oh, yeah. Oh, the colors of the game. Yeah. Link, I told you I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Link, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... There we go. We finally have a sword. Yay. And this was the debut in the series of the spin attack. Something that's been in Zelda ever since. Just hold the button and release after your blade gets powered up. There we go. And you can light this torch, but I never... Okay, all the years I've known of this game, I've never found the real reason why this torch is here. Because literally, this is it. This is all you have to do. You go down there, find your uncle has been, like, defeated, and then you get your sword, and then you leave after getting those rupees over there. That's it. So what's the point of the torch? It only makes it a little bit lighter. Maybe, I guess that's there because maybe that's like a little practice thing. So, like, you'll know to light those things whenever you see them. Maybe that's the reason it's there, but... Other than that, I've never found the reason why that torch even sits there like that. Oh, yeah, the Dark World. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, here's Hyrule Castle, and I think this is also the debut of Hyrule Castle. As far as I know, Hyrule Castle is not in Zelda 1 or 2. It might be in 2, because I haven't really played 2, I don't care for it. But I know it's definitely not in Zelda 1. Zelda 1, it was just like non-dungeons and some shops and different locales, but there was no Hyrule Castle. This was definitely one of the first bigger appearances of it in the series. If not the first. But yeah, you get a key from that soldier, and we get the map from this treasure chest. You got the map. You can use it to see your current position and the rest of the dungeon if you press X. And there it is. Very, very small. Of course, it's the introduction to the game. One thing I like to do with these guys, yeah, just knock them into the pit. I've always loved doing this to them. Yeah, and if you throw pots at them, apparently it just takes them out in one hit for some reason. I don't know why. I guess clay pots is these soldiers' true weakness. Maybe. So mad that the game kind of like, the OBS... Oh, there it goes again. Crap. Crap, come on. Okay, it's back. Oh my gosh, man. I hope this doesn't happen throughout the stream. Yeah, it looks like you're the only one here right now, Machine. But yeah, we can get another small key from that guy and another treasure. We can get a boomerang. You've got the boomerang. Give it a try. To select the item, press the start button. They don't even tell you what it does, but yeah, you can throw it with the Y button after you select it. And it'll stun enemies, and also it can hit faraway objects as well, and grab objects too, like rupees and hearts. Yeah, that's... Because Skyward Sword and Zelda 1 were like the first 2 games in the timeline, so that makes sense why Hyrule wasn't in the first game. Well, no, Hyrule was there, but it wasn't a castle. It makes sense. I don't know why it wasn't in Zelda. I don't know where Zelda 2 is in the time. Where is Zelda 2 in the timeline? Is it after Zelda 1? I'm pretty sure it's pretty early in it. Light Blue Yoshi Fan 97, how you doing? And there's the big key. You got the big key. This is the magic key of the dungeon. It can open many locks that small keys cannot. There you go. And we can free Zelda. Get ourselves 5 free rupees. And there he is. There she is. Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Link, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. And I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go. Let's go indeed. So yeah, now Zelda is following us. So yeah, where we gotta go? We gotta go to the throne room of the castle, which was on the 2nd floor. Now, I know this game really, really, really well. I know this game really, really well. I don't know everything about the game, but I know... I mean, I played this game only like maybe dozens of times in my life. You know, I've only played it that many times, so of course I'm gonna know stuff about the game. This is definitely not a blind playthrough at all. I feel the Super Nintendo was the console with the strongest game library. It had so many good games that could end up filling a novella. Interesting. That's actually an interesting thought because I thought the SNES library was pretty damn good myself. I thought but in my opinion, for Nintendo's game library, I think the 3DS had the strongest library. Like it was just so many things on it. The Switch is trying to build up that strong library, but I don't know. There's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to the sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us. Oh, and by the way, on this map, you can see there's a right side to this this central area of Hyrule Castle. You don't need to go over there for any reason. It's just another way to get to the stairs that go to the first basement. So you don't even have to go over there at all. That's why I just went to the left, because it's easier to deal with the enemies on that side. Anyway, going up here is the second floor. This is the throne room of the castle. One fun thing I like to do, yeah, slash the curtains open. That ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch black inside and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push from the left. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so it's really dark in here, and you got some freaking rats for some reason. I don't know. I guess the Hyrule Castle has a freaking pest problem. I don't know if they have pest control back in the Middle Ages period, because that's what... Basically, this takes place in medieval times, obviously, because you got castles and princesses and all that stuff. And this is definitely a medieval type setting for the Zelda series, for most of the games anyway. There are some Zelda games that are more futuristic, like Majora's Mask and Spirit Tracks, but at the end of the day, that's the Zelda series mainstay is medieval stuff. So I don't know about pest control back in this time period. Maybe they had some... Look, they even got snakes in here. These are ropes. Yes, they're actually called ropes. I don't know why they're called that. This takes place during the bubonic plague. That it does. That's not good. That's not good either. Oh, bats are even in here. See, Keese. Look at that. You got Keese, you got rats, and you got these ropes. You got all sorts of pests in this freaking castle. You guys might want to call somebody. This can't be good. Yeah, Keese is one of the... Keese is like a mainstay Zelda enemy. They're like everywhere in the series nowadays. After passing these sewers, we'll be very close to Sanctuary. Let's be careful. Oh, we'll be careful. We'll be careful after I pick up those 5 rupees that I wanted. It's hard to believe that this game is basically, how old is this game? 1992? Yeah, it's 29 years old. Damn. 29 years old is Link to the Past, guys. This is a 29-year-old game. I think Link to the Past has aged pretty well over time, though. I don't think... Like, some people would say, oh, well, this game didn't age too well. No, I think it did. You can get a key from that rat. Don't know why the rat was holding a key. I don't know. Maybe I mean, how could the rat even open the door? That remains to be a question. I will always ask that question. How could that rat have opened that door? Hey, Retro Gaming Star 25. Welcome to Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. How you doing, Retro? You can't wait to get Breath of the Wild 2 and Skyward Sword. Yeah, I don't know if Skyward Sword HD is going to be a day 1 purchase for me, but I'm definitely getting Breath of the Wild 2 on day 1. Without a doubt. So yeah, we made it back up to the second floor. I believe we're on the second floor. Let me see. We're on the first floor. So yeah, we're right near the Sanctuary, as Zelda said. So the Sanctuary is right beyond this other door in here. Sanctuary is just beyond that door. Pull the switch over there. Which is a very misleading statement that she just made, because she says over there. She doesn't say which one. It is this one over here. Have to pull the lever to open the door. Okay. So just hold A button and hold down on the control pad. And if you pull this one, basically a bunch of snakes, those ropes will fall from the ceiling and you have to deal with like, I think like 7 or 8 of them. So you don't want to do that. Anyway, it's Sanctuary time. Princess Zelda, you're safe. Is this your doing, Link? Yes, it was Link who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, once I have finished with you, the final one, the Seal of the Wise Men will open. Link, you must not let the hand of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the Seal of the 7 Wise Men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can. I sense that a mighty evil guides the wizard's actions and augments his magic power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said that the village elder is a descendant of the wise men. Maybe he could tell you more. I will mark his house on your map. But watch every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. You understand? There we go. And in this chest, heart container. Now we have 4 hearts. Also, I love the Sanctuary theme. One of my favorite songs in all of Link to the Past. It's so good. Now that we come out here, it's not stormy anymore. It's finally sunny. Or I would assume it's sunny anyway, because it's all nice and everything. And we got one of the main Zelda themes. I like to just call this the Legend of Zelda theme. That's what I like to call this. I know there's a specific name for it, but I just like to call it the Legend of Zelda theme because it's pretty much in every game or some sort of like version of it. I mean, of course, it's not in Link's Awakening at all. It's not in, I don't think it's in Majora's Mask either. Because those don't take place in Hyrule, neither does, the Oracle. Well, no, the theme is in the Oracles though, but it doesn't take place in Hyrule. Anyway, here's Kakariko Village. You can actually get 2 heart pieces here right now. And I'm going to be getting both of them. Wait, no, I think you can only get 1 right now. I might be wrong. But I know there's 1 in here. You got some bombs. You can pick up and throw a bomb. You place... Okay. And any cracked walls you might see, you can place a bomb and blow it up. Now, not all cracked walls can be destroyed with a bomb. There's some cracked walls that are just cracked walls. They don't do anything. But in this chest, heart piece. Oh, yeah. There is another heart piece I can get. There's definitely 2 in this area. The other one I have to do a little bit of a, it's a little bit of a timed maze. It's like a little hedge maze you gotta go through with the bushes. Right on the outskirts of this town, so, yeah. Oh, yeah, and there is another heart piece. I completely forgot. There's one in the basement of this little prison cell in the city. Anyway. You, sir, have you been going through life without one of my hold anything bottles? Well, step right up and make your life complete. I've got one on sale now for the low price of 100 rupees. I will take one. Goodbye, thanks a lot. Now hold it above your head for the whole world to see, okay? It's good for business. There we go. So we got an empty bottle as well. Let's talk to this little Muslim-looking lady. Here's Link, the Wonder-Man soldiers. Anyone... Oh, you See, that's exactly why you can't trust Muslim people. You see what she did? And this one will do the same thing. Look at her. She does the same thing. And no, any Muslim that might watch this video, I was joking. I don't think Muslims are bad. Well, not most of them anyway. There are some that are legitimately bad, but I ain't gonna point out the ones that are. Anyway, here's another bottle. So we got 2 bottles already. There is something else that you can do in this city, or this, village. It's not a city, it's a village. There's not too many cities in the Zelda universe. But come over here, you see this sickly, young boy in the bed. I can't go out because I'm sick. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that's coming off the mountain. This is my bug catching net. I'll use it when I'm better, but for now I'll lend it to you. There we go. We already got 3 items in one village. So yeah, this bug catching net, you can actually catch like bugs and stuff in it. It's not a mandatory. You don't need it to beat the game. Yeah, you don't need the bug catching net, but it's kind of recommended on. It's more so on the recommended side. And the stream is lagging again. Yay! Actually, I'm gonna be right back in a sec, guys. Okay, I'm back. I got 6/7 likes, but only one person's in chat. Well, actually in the chat right now. I find that really funny. I don't know. That tends to be the norm for my streams anyway. Usually it is. I get the likes for sure, but I never get the chat for some reason. I don't know why. What, people don't like talking with me? I mean, I'm a very wholehearted person. I don't know. Anyway, over here, you wouldn't think that this is a place you can go in, but you actually can if you bomb the front. Yeah, see? You wouldn't even think you could do that. And yeah, there's just a couple rats and some goodies you can get under these pots, that's all. That's all that is. Actually, if you go into the dark world, the dark version of Kakariko Village, you could tell that you could bomb it because it ends up being an open-ended little building or something. It's like a destroyed building, but it's open-ended, so you could tell that maybe there might be something in there. Yeah, go over here and you can get something else. 10 arrows, which you can't even use yet. Maybe that rat was the patient. Oh, this woman here is actually pretty interesting. I'm not going to talk about her yet because I can't even do what I wanted to talk about with her. And that guy there always runs from you whenever he sees you. So yeah, there's also that. Anyway, we got to go get this other heart piece. And also we got to talk to the guy who lives next door to this little prison cell. Yo, Link, this house used to be a hideout for a gang of thieves. What was their leader's name? Oh yeah, his name was Blind, and he really hated bright light a lot. That's a little bit of a predecessor to what's going to be coming much later in the game. Anyway, we got a little puzzle down here. If you try to get all these treasure chests, you'll just get 20 rupee. No, not 20. 80. Because there's 4 chests, and I think they all contain a red rupee, and that's 20. I think. Let me see if I can actually do this. I've never really done this puzzle successfully before, but I think I've already messed up. Damn it. Or, oh no, wait, maybe I actually got it. That's 40. That's 60. Oh yeah, I did. There's 80. There we go. That's my first time ever doing that in one run. Not bad. And another heart piece. See, we already got 2. We got 2 of 4. Okay, so let's go over here to this house. And we have this guy over here. Or, no, this woman. I thought it was a guy that talked to you here. Oh, is it you, Link? What can I do for you, young man? The Elder. Well, no one has seen him since the wizard began collecting victims. What? Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but long ago, a prosperous people known as the Hyla inhabited this land. Legends tell of many treasures of Hylia hidden throughout the land. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged against those with evil hearts, is one of them. People say that now it is sleeping deep in the forest. You'll understand the legend. Anyway, look for the Elder. There must be someone in the village who knows where he is. Take care now. Okay. You know, this game lacks a lot of things we take for granted for Zelda now. You don't have wallets. You can carry up to 999 rupees. Yeah, I know. Actually, let's go into this woman's house here. The Christian woman. Oh yeah, here's a little interesting thing. This picture. Oh, I actually didn't even know that. I was trying to just show it off. I didn't know if you pulled it, you get 20 free rupees. But yeah, that is actually a picture of Mario on the wall. That's what I wanted to talk about. But I didn't realize that you could do that and get 20 rupees. So I just learned something new about a game that's 29 years old. Oh man. The things you learn from games of the past, I tell you. Anyway, we go down here to the outskirts of Kakariko. That's a library. We can't do anything there yet. What I want to do is go into this house. I know I'm kind of taking a long time over here, but I'm querying with my young brother. I sealed the door to his room. So cracks that are like big like this, you can actually use a future item and break the wall. But since we don't have that item, we can't do that yet. I'll mention it when I get to that point. Should cover my older brother's room. Is he still angry? Yeah, he's kind of. I think he might calm down now. I think he'll be fine. Oh no, it's another Muslim lady. Damn it. No, she's actually not bad. If you reach the goal within 15 seconds, we'll give you something good. Okay. So yeah, this is where we can get another heart piece. Go right over here and talk to this guy. Your try was 0 minutes and 8 seconds. We congratulate you with a piece of heart. Now we got 3. Can you tell I'm really knowledgeable about this game? I played this game so many freaking times. I really have. It's odd that most of my audience isn't here for this stream because I was talking about doing, well, I know I mentioned Link to the Past, but I kind of mentioned Pokemon though. But as I said, it's kind of odd. Sorry about my yard, it's a little overgrown. Thanks for visiting. I gotta have the company to talk to. I'll tell you an interesting story. There's a lake swimming with Zoras at the source of the river, but it's hard to find. Treasure of Zora can turn people into fish. I love to see that. Sounds like something that we should probably pay attention to too. Hey, Supersonic Gaming, how you doing? Welcome to Link to the Past. Yeah, this game is awesome. It's good to see you again too. I guess this Zelda game isn't a huge fan favorite. No, normally it is. It's just I would say it's basically okay. I say it like this. It's basically it's my channel. I'll say it like that. It's my channel. Usually my channel right now doesn't get a very big reception, so to speak. So I kind of expect it. Wait a minute, can I? Oh no, I thought it was something I could get out of that tree. Never mind. I guess, well, when we get the item later, we'll be able to do what we can with that tree. Yeah, it's not the game. Cause someone else could stream this too, and then they'll have like a wide variety of people. It's my channel. I mentioned yesterday during my chat stream, some people have said my channel is pretty damn underrated, and I can't help but agree with that. I really I cannot help but agree. I'm not even trying to sound like like an ego, but you know, I put a lot of effort into my work, and I kind of think that I mean, I really hate using the word deserved, but I guess I can kind of plug that word into this explanation, because I do feel like I deserve a little bit more for the work that I put in. Because you know, it's not easy coming up with this commentary every single stream, and like, you know, I even put an effort into, like, you know, voicing characters in my streams as well. If it calls for it, I don't do that for everybody because some characters aren't really important, but yeah, I put a lot of work into my commentary. And I think something like that ought to be, you know, I don't like using the word rewarded either, but again, I have to use the word. I cannot help it, but I have to talk about it. But anyway, we're over here. We're near the Eastern Palace, which is where we have to go. Actually, if you look on the map, which I didn't even talk about, that X there, we already visited that house. It's over there in Kakariko. But it's not going to turn into other things on the map until we visit this little place down here. So let's go in here and talk to the elder. Sahasrara is his name. I am indeed Sahasrara, the village elder and the descendant of the 7 wise men. Oh really, Link? I'm surprised a young man like you is searching for the sword of evil's bane. Not just anyone can use that weapon. Legends say that only the hero who has won the 3 pendants can wield the sword. Do you want to find it? Well, either answer here will give you the answer, but I like to always say, of course. Yeah, it doesn't sound like something Link would say, honestly. Good. As a test, you can you retrieve the pendant of the courage at the East Palace. If you bring it here, I will tell you more of the legend and give you a magical artifact. Now, go forward to the palace. Sure thing, Sahasrara. I'm not going to go in here yet, because I actually want to show something off with that cracked wall later on. Because I kind of mentioned earlier in the stream, I said bigger cracked walls, you can actually use something else. And the item that we're going to get that I want to talk about using on bigger cracked walls, you'll get from Sahasrara right there after we beat the first dungeon. So that's why I wanted to hold off on that. Hey, Armchair Analysis, how you doing? Welcome to Link to the Past. I know I said I was going to do Pokemon today, but I didn't feel like it. I'll just do Pokemon on Tuesday or something, if I get a chance. Because, I mean, I do these kinds of games, you know. Any day between Monday and Thursday, I do games like this. So, yeah. Anyway, here's the... Wait a minute. I think there's something... Are there rupees over here? I just want to make sure, because I think one of these has rupees that comes out of it. Oh, I guess not. Yeah, how you doing, Armchair? Always good to see you, dude. Anyway, welcome to the Eastern Palace. This is the first dungeon of the game. I'm not counting Hyrule Castle as the first dungeon because that was just the introductory of what you're going to be doing in the game. This is the first dungeon. And honestly, it's not really that challenging. I mean, what can you expect? It's only the first dungeon of the game. But I will say, I do like how ominous the music sounds at the beginning. And then it just goes into this, like... I don't know how to describe this part of the song, but it sounds really ominous at the beginning. But yeah, this room, you... Oh, I thought only if you grab the pot in the middle, those, freaking... I keep forgetting the name of those skeleton enemies. Star Children, I think they are. But yeah, they'll show up. And here's the first instance of the compass. You found the compass. You can now pinpoint the lair of the dungeon's evil master. So on the map, yeah, you can see on the second floor, you see a skull icon. That is where the boss is going to be. But since we don't have the actual map yet, we can't see the rooms that connect to that skull. But we'll be getting that very soon. Do I plan on 100% in the game? Most likely, yeah. I'll be getting all the heart pieces and all the items. Oh, they're called Starfos. That's the freaking name. Link, it is I, Sahasrara. I can talk to you telepathically when you touch these tiles. Here's a hint. You can use the treasure hidden in this palace to defeat armored foes. Yeah, they're called Starfos, not Star... See, I keep getting those two enemy names confused because Star Children are also skeletons that's in Ocarina of Time. But, yeah, thank you for correcting me there, Armchair, because I could have sworn they were called Star Children. But, I really like those little enemies right there, those things that look like bags just walking around. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I have no idea. I never really looked at the guide of enemies for Link to the Past, so half the enemies in this game, I don't even know what they are. I mean, most I'll do for Link to the Past is I'll play it, and there's a small key in this room. It's always gonna be there in every playthrough, so yeah, you can just go by what I just did. And those things spinning around right there, those are called anti-fairies. If you get a certain item in this game, you can actually sprinkle it on them, and they'll turn into, I believe it's magic power, like a little magic cancer, or it turns into a fairy. I think it's a fairy, actually. Freaking hate that one-eyed enemy right there. But yeah, if those things touch you, you will lose health and magic, so you kind of want to stay away from them. And here we get the bit key. So since I've already talked about what the bit key is, I don't need to explain it again. Actually, this dungeon is so easy, I don't even need the map. We pretty much visited every room in here, except those rooms over to the right, at the top part of the first floor, but I don't even need to go. There's nothing in there special. Anyway, so I'll just keep going here. The only other treasure in this dungeon is the map, and you don't really need it to beat this dungeon because it's so easy. I mean, of course, if it's your first playthrough, then you probably should get the map, but I don't need it. Anyway, big chest contains the bow. You can shoot arrows until you run out. And upon getting the bow, these starfos will drop from the ceiling. And somehow, for some reason, your head is detached from their body. Also, here's another thing too. You jump down here, and you can get a couple fairies. I'm actually... Never mind, I'm not going to. I wanted to grab one of those fairies. Let me see if I can actually get it, though. If I jump back down here again, will I get a fairy? Oh, there we go. So they just respawn. And why in this game do they spell fairy F-A-E-R-I-E? Like, is that... Was that a typo, or is that the way they're supposed to spell it in this game? I don't know. But they spell it differently in this game. And in the GBA version of this game, they spell fairy the regular way. But so I don't know why they don't spell it that way in this game. And I think this is like the only game they spell fairy differently. Maybe it was a Japanese translation or something. I don't really know. I don't know the whole thing behind that, the whole story behind the word fairy being spelled that way. And here's another room you can get a lot of rupees. I believe this is, let's see, 6 times 5 is 30. There's 60 rupees in this room because there's 2 sets of 30 in here. So yeah, there you go. And Pokemon, the Pokemon I was named after wasn't technically spelled right. Oh yeah, you're talking about Goat, right? When you had your old channel name? Yeah, I named it Goat after the Zelda boss from Majora's Mask, the boss of Snowhead Temple. Cause that Aggron does kind of remind me of Goat a lot. It does. And yeah, if you use arrows on these giant one-eyed foes, you can just defeat them in one hit, which is what I usually like to do because I don't like dealing with them. Yeah, that was awesome. I still remember. I vividly remember that Pokemon League that champion battle when Goat was the one who helped me win that battle. I was so surprised because Goat was weak to water, and all the Pokemon type that the person had was water type. So I was surprised to actually pull that off. Okay, so we got the boss of the Eastern Palace. This is Armos. Yes, these are Armos Knights. And it's best to use the arrows on them. Oh, also, Armchair, who's stream? You know anybody? I don't know who's streaming right now. I don't really know. I think Cobra's still going. Epic Luigi's probably already ended hers. I don't know who else is streaming at the moment. But yeah, if you use arrows, you can defeat these a lot quicker. Sometimes I like to kind of like challenge myself and use the sword because the arrows make this boss really like too freaking easy. Now when I have one left, I like to use the arrows because the red takes a lot longer. And there we go. You get a heart container for defeating a boss. And there we go. There's our green pendant, the pendant of courage. See how easy and quick that was? You won the Pendant of Courage. Take it to Sahasrara. 2 pendants remain. Okay, so that's it. That's it for Eastern Palace. We're done. We are already done with that dungeon. Not even a problem. Anyway, let's go back over to Sahasrara because we got the Pendant of Courage. Let's see. Oh yeah, and if you look on the map, now you can see that there's other icons. You can see there's a blue pendant down there in like this little sandy looking area, and there's a red one up there on the mountain area. And then there's a little sword shaped icon in those woods over there. But we'll be going to all those locations. Oh, you got the Pendant of Courage. Now I will tell you more of the legend. 3 or 4 generations ago, an army of knights protected the royalty of the Hylia. These knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the Great War against evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among descendants of the Knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see. Link, I believe in you. You should get the remaining pendants, and carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. We get the Pegasus boots. He gives you the Pegasus shoes. You can now execute a devastating dash attack. You hold A. A helpful item is hidden in the cave on the east side of Lake Hylia. Get it. I certainly will. So yeah, if you hold A while you're standing still, you can actually do a dash attack. And the reason why I was talking about these cracked walls that are bigger like this, because if you use the Pegasus boots, you can break it even if you don't have a bomb. So that's a little bit of a thing you can do. Maybe you conserve your bombs. And in these chests, you can get some more rupees. It might not seem like rupees matter that much right now. Trust me, they will matter later. There's a couple things you need a lot of rupees for in the game. But I think this game, when it comes to rupees, is a lot more forgiving than other games in the series. I think one of the hardest games to get a lot of rupees in is probably Wind Waker, because freaking Tingle, man. Tingle takes so many rupees out of your wallet. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, so we can now run around with the Pegasus boots. But yeah, I will take in consideration what you mentioned about my 500 subscriber special armchair, but I don't know when I'm going to be doing something like that. But I'll take in consideration what you mentioned about a marathon type stream. I just wouldn't be able to do it that long. 9 hours would be... I don't think I'll ever be able to do a 9-hour stream on this channel. But, as I said, my longest stream will be 3 hours for the most part. I mean, and if I was doing this game a little bit quicker, like, without doing all this voice acting and stuff like that, I would... Oh, yeah, here's another place, too. This is the fortune-telling home. If you go here, you can get your fortune told. They'll basically kind of give a hint of what you got to do next. You look like you might have an interesting destiny. May I tell your fortune? I'll make it cheap. Abracadabra alakazam. You open a desert lock with a book of Madura. I will now take 20 rupees. I hope you'll be healthy. Yeehaw! Yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, they'll give you a hint of where you gotta... I don't know why that's called a fortune-telling place, because that's not giving me a fortune, that's giving me a hint. Why is that called a fortune-teller? I don't know. I guess anything is anything, I suppose. I don't really know. But yeah, how you guys doing this Thursday evening? Yeah, it's Thursday evening. It's about 6:45 p.m. for me. I don't think I was the one that mentioned that. Mentioned what? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Armchair. So yeah, we come back over here to the library with the Pegasus boots. We can actually... Well, you see that green book up there on the shelf. Well, we can't do anything with it in our current state. But if you dash into the shelf, you can knock it off and you can actually get it. And that's the book that we need, the Book of Madura. You can use it to read the ancient language of the Hylia. So yeah, look at our inventory now. We got bow and arrows, we got a boomerang, bombs, a lamp, bug catching net, a Book of Madura, and we got 2 bottles and one has a fairy in it. You sure you want the one that mentioned it? I think you might have... It might have been... Wait, actually, it might have been... I don't really know, honestly. Anyway, remember that guy that kind of runs from us in this village? Well, now that we have the Pegasus boots, we can actually talk to him. I can't believe you caught me. With your speed, it must have been easy to kidnap Zelda. You don't look like such a bad guy, though. Anyway, because you have such quick feet, it might be a good idea to run and bash into many things. For example, the trees in this village have many useful things hanging in their branches. Well, just try it, okay? Yeah, that's all he'll say. That's literally all he'll say. But anyway, that's all we gotta do over here in Kakariko. Just get the book. Oh, and I don't think I went into this place either. No, it definitely wasn't Berry or Apple. I know it wasn't them. Oh yeah, here we can play a little bit of a mini game. So you can open one of these 3 chests, and you can get some rupees out of it, or something else, depending on which one you open. No, I'm pretty sure it was you, Armchair. I'm pretty sure it was you. I don't think Apple or Barry would have probably given me that type of advice. I mean, Barry is more likely one who give me advice when I'm playing a game, but he wouldn't give me advice for like a stream or something. I'm pretty sure it was you. But as I said, I could be wrong. I'll go play back my stream and I'll see what part in the chat it's in, because maybe it wasn't you, but I don't know. But yeah, here's the first fairy fountain. There was another one near the Eastern Palace area, but I didn't go into it. It was a little cave. But yeah, every time you're low on health, you can come to a fairy fountain and get healed instantly. What level is this? I beat the first dungeon of the game, so I'm on my way to the second. I'm just trying to get some other stuff on the way. But yeah, how you doing on Minecraft? And don't forget to like the stream, you guys. Don't forget. Really appreciate it. And you know what? I haven't even seen Nightbot in the chat lately. Where is even Nightbot? But yeah, come over here and pull this lever. Oh, you know what? I didn't think about retro. It probably was retro then. It definitely was one of my mods. It was one of my mods, so... yeah, that already cancels out Barry. It was definitely one of my mods. Yeah, it probably was retro then. If you actually uncover this frog, yeah, he'll actually give you a free heart, which I think is kind of funny. But yeah, we can get another heart piece right there, so now we have 6. Oh, speaking of Nightbot, there it is now. Where did Muffy go? Muffy was like here really early in the stream, but then like she just seemed to have like left and then never came back. I don't know. Muffy just like disappeared. Anyway, that little guy, that guy over there, that man that's standing by that sign, avoid him. Well, actually, no, he plays a little bit of a role later in the game, but I ain't gonna talk about him yet. Anyway, in this case, we can find another heart piece. I know where most of all of them are, like, by heart. Because, as I said, I played this game a lot. Ah, it's the Book of Madura. With this, you can read the language of the Hylian people. Yes. The description of when I got the item told me that. Thank you, old man. Anyway, over here, heart piece. And there's actually another one in the desert that we can get midway through the dungeon. So yeah, this is the, I don't really remember the name of this desert. I know this desert has a name, but I like to just call it the desert because I don't really remember what it's called. But anyway, right here, what the hell does that say? Well, that's the Hylian language that they were talking about. Without the book, you won't be able to read that. Get away from me, vulture! There we go. Now we got the book. To open the way to go for it, make your wish here and it will be granted. And there we go. And that is the entrance to the second dungeon in the game. This is the Desert Palace. And this is my least favorite of the three first dungeons of the game because it's not really backtracky, but it has like a separate section. Like it's kind of like segmented off a little bit. You got this part of the dungeon, and then you got the second part of the dungeon, which you got to go to later. So you're not doing all of this in one continuous run. You kind of got to go in. You got to kind of like leave the dungeon for a little bit and then go back in to another part of the dungeon to finish it. Anyway, this dungeon is, yeah, you can see all the floors is made out of sand. Interestingly enough. But over here, you can see, yeah, there's a button right there, and in here we'll get the map. Let's see what this dungeon looks like. Hey, it's not that much. Yeah, the first three dungeons of the game are really, really short. You're not going to be in these dungeons that long. But when you go in later through the game, when you get to the later dungeons, that's when it really, really matters. But up here, you can get another small key. Remember what we did with the book? Yep, run into that. There you go. Link, it is I, Sahasrah. You must never fail to find all the treasures in each dungeon. Well, we didn't find the map in the first dungeon, Sahasrah. I don't think that really mattered, though. Because we made just fine without the map. We got the compass and the bit key, and that's all we need. In fact, I could have gotten to that dungeon without the compass, too. All I need is the bit key and the treasure is in there. That's it. I mean, the bow and arrows might seem like they're not mandatory. They are. You definitely need them. And there's the compass there. And up here is the bit key. So yeah, we get the compass and the bit key like one room apart from each other. Most Zelda dungeons have themes: sand, forest, water, fire. Yeah, they do. There is no fire dungeon in this game, though. Which, honestly, I'm kind of surprised there wasn't one. We got an ice dungeon, which... Ugh, freaking hate. I hate the ice dungeon in this game. But anyway, this room up here, don't go into it because basically you'll be locked in here with a few enemies. So avoid this room. Now, you can defeat the enemies pretty easily, but I don't like having to spend time in a room, which I could have easily avoided if I just didn't go into that door. So I'm just gonna act like that room doesn't exist. But come up here, you can get the big chest treasure. It is the Power Glove. No, it's not the Nintendo item that used to sell back in the day, which had horrible sensor controls. But anyway, you got the Power Glove. You can feel strength in both hands. You can pick up and carry stones. Awesome stuff. They actually changed Link's sprite a little bit too when you get the Power Glove. Where his hands are, they're actually gray colored now. You probably can't really see it, but yeah, that's telling you that the gloves are on his hands. Actually, I think up here is where you can get, yeah, you can get more fairies. A little bit of a healing spot if you want. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. So you gotta leave out of here. And then, well, there's a heart piece over here. And you gotta go into the dungeon here. This is actually part of the dungeon as well. So this is the second part. Oh, crap. Also, I'm not really a big fan of the boss of this dungeon either. But yeah, there's the key. I'm just going to avoid these floor tiles. I hate having to wait for those things. Because basically there's like 20 of them that would try to like hurt you in one room. And I think there's like one time you're gonna have to wait for those floor tiles to go away. Yeah, I think it's in the next dungeon. You gotta freaking wait for them because that's the only way the door's gonna open. Ugh. That's the stuff that really sucks, when you have to wait for an entire sequence like that to end. And those freaking... Oh yeah, those things are called BMOs, one of the most annoying Zelda enemies, because you can't hurt them at all. At least in this game you can't. All you gotta do is just avoid the freaking eye because they'll shoot a giant laser at you. And I hate BMOs so much. This was their debut appearance. Oh, we got you again. Anyway, let's light these torches over here. And after doing that, we'll get access to the boss. Okay, so the boss of this dungeon, I don't really remember the name of this. I don't remember the name of this boss here. But it's basically 3 giant earthworm things in this room. So yeah, basically when you defeat all 3 of them, then the boss fight's over. But they like to just basically come out of the ground, try to hit you. There's like these little projectiles whenever they come out of the ground, so watch out for them. But other than that, this boss is pretty easy. I think the spin attack is pretty effective of dealing with these guys. Okay, we defeated one of them. There's 2. Okay, one more spin attack should finish this guy off. Okay, it takes a little longer. There we go. And let's get our heart container. Now we have 7. And there's the pendant of power. Anyway, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm sure this music got pretty repetitive over that time period. Anyway, let's grab our pendant. You've won the Pendant of Power. Your goal of finding 3 pendants is in sight. Go for the last one. Okay. So we have 2, and now all we gotta do now is go to the mountain for the 3rd and last pendant. The Pendant of Wisdom. And I feel like that. I feel like as though in the Zelda series, sometimes they have courage be... Okay, courage is always the green. But sometimes they mix power and wisdom's colors. Sometimes they have power as red and wisdom is blue. I think they actually did that in... What game was that? Yeah, Ocarina of Time, they actually did that too, because Furore was the one of courage, Din was the one of power, and then Nehru was wisdom. And Nehru is the blue, and Din is the red, so... Yeah, sometimes they actually mix up the, wisdom and power elements when it comes to their colors. I guess they couldn't decide which one, but I think nowadays wisdom is red and power is blue. No, it's the other way around. Wisdom is blue and power is red. Anyway, we're gonna go over to Lake... Freaking jackass, I hate you. I hate what you just did. Anyway, we're gonna go over to the Lake Hylia area because Sahasrara told us there was an item over here that I really, really want to pick up. No, not in this cave, but there actually is something in here I think I can get, though. I think there's just rupees. I know there's not a heart piece in here, but I still want to go in here anyway. Oh, God. Not these enemies. Moldorms. Moldorms have a very sporadic... Really? They have a very sporadic pattern of how they move, and I hate dealing with these things. See? Like, right there. See what I'm talking about? Oh, my gosh. There we go. Freaking hate Moldorms. Anyway, up here we can get a whole bunch of rupees. I'm not going to talk to the thief right there, because he's going to give you like 300 rupees. I'm going to save that for later. I'm just going to get what's in the chest. But yeah, I am surprised that, it's nobody really here for this stream, because I kind of was building up this game. Because, as I said, I haven't done a Zelda game since Wind Waker, and that was my only Zelda game I've done, so... Hey, I am surprised that no one's really here to see this stream. I know people have played Link to the Past, I get it, but still, sometimes it's not about the game, it's more... Are you freaking serious? Ah, that was cheap, man. That wasn't even freaking fair. I literally ran into that crab. Oh, gosh. Well, there's my first death, which was not intentional. Anyway, over here is another secret. Okay, he told you can earn a lot of rupees for success. Okay, that's good enough. You are at least... Yeah, you always are here, Armchair. I give you the credit. Actually, I'm surprised Barry's not even here, because Barry was looking forward to this game too. He was another guy. Anyway, over here we get the Ice Rod. Its chill magic blasts the air, but watch your magic meter. So yeah, we could actually use this to freeze enemies in their places. And if you use... Well, I'm not going to talk about that yet. There's actually a little hidden secret regarding the Ice Rod. And also, if you go into this part of the cave here, you can actually get a, I think it's a golden bee or something. It's a special bee. You can actually sell for a lot of rupees in I think it's in Kakariko Village. But if you run into this little statue... Yeah, there it is. There we go. Yeah, we caught a golden bee. There it is. Hey, Cranny, what's going on, dude? Or a good bee, not a golden bee. Yeah, it's been a while, dude. And what? You're gonna go destroy all humans now? I think I ought to be careful. He could be lurking. Yeah, he probably is. He's probably waiting for that moment where I could be, you know, doing... Because he mentioned a secret to me in the game that I can't do yet because I don't have the item for it, but I'm definitely going to do it when I get the chance. Because I got to go back to Kakariko anyway after I get the item. I think I'm going to do that before I go to the Dark World. Oh, by the way, speaking of Destroy All Humans, the game's not out yet, is it? Or does it come out later this month, or is it already out? Because I'm thinking of getting that game too, but I don't know when I'm going to get it. Because I've always been interested to play Destroy All Humans. I always wanted to play that game, so... I'll be looking forward to playing it myself. I cannot believe I died to that crab, though. That was freaking cheap, man. That wasn't even fair. I literally ran right into the guy, and I took a death. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I want to go. The game came out yesterday. On a Wednesday? On a Wednesday? That's not the day I usually see games come out on. Usually I see them come out on either Tuesdays or Fridays. The porting job is alright, but not the best in certain aspects, but playable. Oh, okay, I understand. Anyway, this witch right here is trying to make a mushroom brew in her pot, but she doesn't have a mushroom. Well, I'm not going to be going there yet. But you can actually buy potions in the witch's hut if you want to get some recovery items. Would have been really useful against that freaking crab. And I wasn't expecting the damage output either. The damage output was much greater than I thought. I thought I was going to only lose like a whole heart. I had a whole heart and a half, and I lost all of it to that one enemy. Which is one thing I gotta actually make mention of this game. Some enemies in this game hurt more than they really should, in my opinion. They hurt so much more. I don't think that guy wasn't there before. No, he's there now because, you know, they're trying to look for Zelda. Oh, and if you go over here too to this little tombstone, you could actually run into it. No, I'm thinking of the other one. But yeah, drop down here, you can go back into Hyrule Castle, and yeah, you can actually come back over here and get some goodies. I bet you have. I'm not gonna get the middle chest because I think that's 300 rupees. No, those aren't Dark Nuts. In fact, I don't even think Dark Nuts are in Link to the Past, which, honestly, I'm glad they're not, because I hate Dark Nuts. Every freaking game that has Dark Nuts in it are the worst enemies. Okay, no, in Zelda 1, no, Wizrobes were the worst, but still, I hate Dark Nuts too. In Wind Waker, they were very annoying because they had all this armor on, and you had to basically strip the armor off of the Dark Nut by hitting the little red X on the back of their armored suit. And then you have like the whole part of the inner part of the Dark Nut is exposed, and you can just slash at them that way. But still, like, having to deal with all of that is kind of annoying. But before we do anything else, we gotta go to Death Mountain. Yeah, Death Mountain's in this game too. Yay. As hearing the name Death Mountain. Actually, no, Death Mountain wasn't even in Wind Waker. Because Wind Waker took place after certain events, so that's why it was all that water. But yeah, over here is the entrance to Death Mountain. And it's very, very dark and ominous. Of course it is. Anyway, in North Carolina, off-running day, these mountains are insane. I'm gonna dip and enjoy my time. Oh, alright. Yeah, you enjoy your time then. I don't know who you are, but if you're going up to the mountain, will you take me with you? I lost my lamp, so... Yeah, I'll take you. I don't mind escorting you. Watch your step. There are holes in the ground. Can you turn right here? Young man, are you also going to the mountain to look for the golden power? Just ahead is a mountain full of monsters. Many people have vanished in this mountain while looking for the golden power. I don't want to steer you wrong, so please don't get too involved in such a mad quest. Oh yeah, you can tell we're walking a little bit slower because we got this guy following. If you try to run, yeah, you can't even run fast. Turn right here. You know, I have a granddaughter who is your age. The king took her to the castle and she never returned. Kidnapping those maidens must be part of the wizard's plot. I'm sure he somehow used the power of the descendants of the wise men. Anywhere, anytime, anywhere, Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I've been just enjoying Mario Golf a lot lately. That game is so freaking fun. Missy maidens are still alive somewhere. I believe a hero will rescue them. I wait for that day. These are dangerous times. I talk too much. Anyway, thank you for your kindness to an old man like me. I wanted to give you this. You wander into a magical transporter. Gaze into this mirror. He gave you the magic mirror. This mirror is blue, clear, and beautiful. You feel like it's going to absorb you into another world. Oh, if you go into that cave there that old man just went into, if you talk to him again, he'll actually heal you up. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a thing you can do. It's optional, but it's very much appreciated when you're going up a mountain that's this dangerous. They are known as soldiers in Link to the Past, it seems, according to Zelda Wiki. Oh, okay. Actually, I think there's a heart piece in one of these caves over here, so I actually want to try to get it. Is it over? I know there's a heart piece somewhere. Yep, there it is. There it is. There you go. Link, it is I, Sahasrara. You must somehow make your way to the top of Spectacle Rock. From there, you can reach the Tower of Hera on top of Death Mountain. Thank you, Sahasrara, even though I already knew what to do. It's like the Zelda Pokemon Center. Yeah, it is. I would raid somebody right now, but yeah, I definitely couldn't do it right now. I definitely can't. But maybe next time. Maybe Sarah. You know what? I'll see the contrast of this stream as opposed to Smash on set. Watch, everybody's gonna be there for the Smash stream. I bet everybody's gonna be there for that. Anyway, you see this little blue portal here. You go into it and... Wait, what the hell? What the hell? Link's a bunny? Oh my gosh. This actually opened up a whole theory for me. Oh, I want to talk to these guys before I actually get into what I want to talk about. Oh, who are you, Mr. Bunny? The world is like the real world, but evil has twisted it. The golden power is what changes shape to reflect what's in your heart and mind. I'm always changing my mind, so I turned into a ball, but if you have a ball called the Moon Pearl, you can keep your original shape here. What do you want? You got something to say to me, silly rabbit? I came here to get the power of gold, but now I'm a freak and can't return back to the real world. If I only had the Moon Pearl from the Tower of Hera, I could go back to my original shape. I've got good reason to be stressed out, so back off. Shoot! Yeah, so this actually opened up a whole theory for this game. And yeah, you can look on the map here. This world looks a lot different than Hyrule. Well, not that much different. But, so Link is this courageous hero. But yet, entering the Dark World, and what that ball guy told us, that it'll change you in what's in your heart and mind. And if you know rabbits by nature, they're very timid, gentle creatures. So, does that mean Link is actually kind of like a bit of a coward in a way? And yeah, there we get another heart piece. I want to assume that that's the reason he turns to a rabbit, because rabbits are timid creatures, and Link, he seems to be very, very brave on the outside. But if he turns to a rabbit, then that must be suggesting something different. I don't know, I could talk about that all day. Well, honestly, the rabbit is my spirit animal, so I guess that says a lot about me as well. Anyway, this is the Tower of Hera. This is the third and last early dungeon in the game. I don't even know if I'm gonna do No, I won't have time to do any of the Dark World today. Oh, maybe I'll have time to do the first dungeon. Who knows? Link, it is I, Sahasrara the Elder. I have some advice. In the dungeons, you can gaze into the magic mirror to return to the entrance at any time. Don't forget this. Sure thing, Sahasrara. And there's the map. Since we have a key, we can go down this way. And this is the room that I was talking about with the floor tiles. Yeah, I have to wait for all of this. Like, this is not fun, having to wait for these floor tiles to disappear, trying to hit you, just for this freaking door over here on the right to open. Like, who thought that this was a good idea to have as a mandatory thing in Link to the Past? And apparently, the formation of the floor tiles that this thing makes, when they're all done, it's like a skull. Well, you really can't really see it, but it is supposed to be a skull with like a cross in the middle of it. But anyway, in here is where we're gonna get, we're gonna get basically all the items really early in this dungeon. Well, the big key is in this chest. So let's light. There we go. And there's the bit key. So now, since we already got that, we can just use the magic mirror, warp back to the entrance easily, and now we can start ascending the tower. Okay, let's actually change our item here. There we go. So we don't accidentally do that again. Because I would hate to get all the way up to the 6th floor, which is the where the boss is, and use that mirror and go all the way back to the entrance. Oh, how salty would that be if that were to happen? Who knew the Elder could be a stone? Well, actually, no, the Elder's not a stone. He's just talking through those tiles that we see on the walls. I don't know. I guess those tiles that's on the walls have some sort of, like, magical power or something. And that's why he can actually do that. I never really thought of why that's the case, though. But I actually want to leave the crystal switches on orange because when we get to the 5th floor of this dungeon, we're going to actually need... There's a lot of pots on the 5th floor, and they have hearts in them. And if the crystal switch is blue, you won't be able to get to those hearts. So that's why I'm leaving it on orange. Crap, come on! Are you... See, this is why I hate Moldorms. See... Oh my gosh. Thank you. Holy crap, man. Moldorms are so annoying. Yeah, there's the compass. Okay, I had to step out for a little bit. Anyway, up there's the big chest, but we can't get it from where we are. Oh yeah, these little things are called dodongos. They don't look that intimidating in this game, honestly. Okay, so here's the 5th floor. So we want to step on that star panel right there, and you see this hole that appeared? You want to drop in it from the top. And if you fall down here, you can get the big chest. This is the only way you can get it. And in it's the Moon Pearl, so now Link will not become a bunny anymore when he enters the Dark World. You found the Moon Pearl. This protects the hero from the changing effects of the Golden Power. Oh, did we talk to him right here? Link, it is I, Sahasrara the Elder, an orb known as the Moon Pearl is in this tower. Whoever holds the Moon Pearl is protected so that its form will not change in the Dark World. You must find it and escape from the tower. Don't forget the Moon Pearl. I remember my first time playing this game, I didn't get the Moon Pearl. And after beating, well, the next part of the game, I was surprised when I got to the Dark World and couldn't do anything because Link was still a bunny. So yeah, don't forget the Moon Pearl. It's very freaking important. Actually, I want to get, yeah, there we go. Anyway, we go up here, we can see there's a little boss, the little emblem there. Go up here and the boss is... Are you kidding me? It's a giant Moldorm. That is the boss. So if they're gonna have me fight Moldorms in this dungeon, what makes them think that I want to fight a giant version of these enemies? Are you... And that often happens during that boss fight. I freaking fell because I gotta go back up there again. Yeah, that's one thing that makes this boss annoying. There's a bunch of like holes in the floor that you can fall back down. And if you do, you gotta start the boss fight over again. Even if you only have one hit left, if you fall at any point during the fight before it's over, you have to do the fight over. God, I freaking hate that. Having to fight a boss like this in this type of arena is not fun. Are you... This guy's trolling me. Hey, Luigi Mario. You actually... You came in at a really, really weird time that I'm having to fight this giant Moldorm boss. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh gosh, come on. There we go. Okay, one more hit ought to do it. One more hit ought to do it. Yes, there we go. I hate that boss so much. Hey, Gaming with Eric and Games, Movies, and Comics. How you guys doing? Yep, we did it. Heart container. So now we have 9 hearts, and we get the red pendant, the pendant of power. No. Wisdom. The pendant of wisdom. Power was blue. See, I'm even getting them confused. You've got the pendant of wisdom. With this, you've collected all 3 pendants. Go now to the Lost Woods to get the Master Sword. Good. Finally, we're done. You know, I might just do the first Dark World dungeon. I think I have time. First Dark World dungeon is not really that difficult. Anyway, since we did all that on Death Mountain, we could actually go back down. It always makes me... Yeah, that freaking boss is annoying. I was talking about that before you got here. The fact that giant Moldorm can just push you off. And then you have to do the whole fight over. Ugh. But yeah, how you guys been today? Hope you guys are enjoying your week so far. Tomorrow's Friday again. And happy 1st of July, everybody. I didn't mention that during the stream, but yeah, today is July 1st. And these guys are trying to cut a tree, but there's actually going to be a secret in there later on. Yo, Link, a mysterious fog has recently fallen over the forest. We have to be careful. But yeah, so I think there's a heart piece involved once that tree is exposed. But we can't do anything yet. Anyway, Lost Woods. I actually like this. I like the theme too. I like the theme for Lost Woods. No, I'm not interested. I don't want to play that game again. I already played it once. I don't need to play it. Oh, hey! This is it, the Master Sword. No, it can't be it. Too bad. Yeah, they actually have a few fake Master Swords in this forest. And down here is another heart piece. Today's Canada Day. Well, happy Canada Day for you guys. I'm not Canadian though, but you know, shout outs to all my Canadian friends. Hey kid, this is a secret hideout for a gang of thieves. Don't enter without permission. By the way, I heard that one of our ex-members is staying at the entrance to the desert. Yeah, that was that little weird guy who was standing by the sign that we didn't talk to. Yeah, that's the thief that he's talking about. As I said, he's a little bit important later. I don't want to talk too much about him because it's not even relevant right now. Anyway, right here is a mushroom. What is this, Mario? This mushroom smells like sweet rotten fruit. Ew. You can give it to anyone who wants it. Okay. One weird thing about that mushroom, if like once you get the Master Sword and come back out to that area, the mushroom will respawn there for some reason. I don't know why. You're gonna see it when I go back through the woods again. But yeah, coming up here, this is where the Master Sword, the actual Master Sword is. There it is. The hero's triumph on Cataclysm's Eve wins 3 symbols of virtue. So that's talking about courage, power, and wisdom. The Master Sword he will then retrieve, keeping the knight's line true. So yeah, let's do this. Let's pull this sword out of its pedestal. And there we go. Suddenly, Sahasrara contacts you, teleping. Link, it is extraordinary that you've won the Master Sword that makes evil retreat. With this shining sword, I believe you can deflect the wizard's evil powers. The destiny of this land is in your hands. Please, Link. And now the Lost Woods is now not foggy anymore. And yeah, see, the Master Sword can actually shoot out energy beams when you're at full health. There you go. Link, help! The soldiers are coming to Sanctuary! Uh-oh. That doesn't sound too good. That does not sound good. It sounds like they got Zelda. They found her. See? The mushroom's back. I don't know why it showed. And you can pick it up again like you never picked it up before. I don't know why it's there again. Yeah, I know Kiefer and Cobra are Canadian, I know. Yep, they definitely are. Technically... Wait, was it? I don't think the Master Sword was in Zelda 2, but I could be wrong. If it wasn't in Zelda 2, then yeah, this is the Master Sword's first appearance. In terms of, like, Zelda game releases. It's not the first game in the timeline. So, if you're going by timeline standards, no, this isn't the Master Sword's first appearance. But if you're going by game releases, it probably is the first appearance. Because in the timeline, I want to say, is it? No, Skyward Sword wasn't the first. Then again, this might be the first in the timeline to have the Master Sword. Maybe it is. I don't know, the Zelda timeline is so confusing. Anyway, another heart piece. But before we do anything else, we gotta go to the Sanctuary because I think Zelda's been captured. Let's go visit the Sanctuary and see if anything has happened here. Because that message did not sound good. Oh god, what happened here? Link, you're a second too late. I have failed Zelda. The soldiers have abducted her. They've taken her to the castle. You must find her before the wizard works his magic. Please, you're our only hope. Damn, that's some dark stuff. Yeah. The Sanctuary priest is dead. Pretty dark stuff. He is dead. Oh yeah, I forgot about the apples too. You can bash certain trees to get apples to come out of them. Okay, Skyward Sword did have the Master Sword? Okay. So then Skyward Sword's the first in the timeline. Anyway, we got a mushroom, so I was talking about that witch earlier that can give you something. If you gave her a mushroom. Well, I didn't mention she'll give you something, but yeah, you can get something out of it if you give her the mushroom, so let's give it to the witch. Thank you, young man. Come back to the shop later for something good. I should have talked to her first because she actually had a little like double toil and trouble like quote, but I gave her the mushroom first, so she didn't get to say it. Actually, maybe she'll say it now. Nope, she didn't. But anyway, you come in here and you can get this. This is magic powder. Try to sprinkle it on enemies and many other things. So yeah, that is the secret item you can get. Well, it's not really a secret, but I don't think you really need magic powder in the game. Oh, there's the quote. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble, making mushroom brew I am. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, since we did that, I think now we can go back to Hyrule Castle, because we gotta go take down a certain fiend that may have kidnapped Princess Zelda. So let's go back to the castle, and let's do this. And yeah, now we can take out certain enemies with one hit too, since we got the Master Sword, because it's stronger than the first sword that we had. The first sword was basically the one that Uncle gave us. It wasn't a very strong sword, but I mean, it was made by our uncle. I mean, we gotta treasure it at least. But anyway, this is a little bit of a barrier here. If you don't have the Master Sword, you will not be able to go through. But just slash it, and yeah, now you can go up here. And I like to cheat this part out by just using the beams from the sword instead of actually going next to them and trying to hit them. There we go. Yeah, what games are you looking forward to getting next, Armchair? I don't think I've ever asked you that question. Or maybe you didn't hear me when I asked it yesterday, but I did ask it yesterday. What games was everybody looking forward to going through the rest of this year? I know you're probably going to get the Pokemon remakes. Which I know for sure as hell I am. I know for sure that I will be getting it. Anyway, this is about, I think there's like 7 floors to this. So we're already on the 3rd. Or the 4th. We're on the 4th. Okay, so we're about halfway done with this quote-unquote dungeon. Actually, if you look at the map, you can see that there's actually more to this. Yeah, it's 7 floors here. And each of the floors are pretty small, so you don't have much to worry about. I think this game will take 2 or 3 streams, probably 3. I don't see myself beating all the Dark World dungeons in the next stream. Oh, that's a pretty good list. Listen well, Link. Even with the Master Sword, you cannot inflict physical harm on the wizard. You must find a way to return his own evil power to him. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have time to do the Dark World dungeon, guys. I'll probably just explore the Dark World a little bit. You know, open the entrance to the dungeon. But that's probably where I'll end the stream, because I'm already at 1 hour and 40 minutes. This was pretty long, and plus, like, I was kind of like taking it a little slower anyway. So yeah, I'll just you know, do the Dark World next stream, or the first, like maybe like the first 3 or 4 dungeons, and then I don't know. Well, it kind of depends on how fast I get through it. Because the 5th dungeon in the Dark World is one of my least favorites in the whole game. That dungeon kind of takes a while. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, those are probably the games I'll be getting next year too. Anyway, we made it to the 7th floor. Right up these stairs is where we need to go. And listen to this music. That is Aghanim's theme, I think it's called. You can either call it Aghanim's theme or Ganon's theme, but it's pretty ominous. Anyway, Aha, Link! I've been waiting for you. I was hoping I could make Zelda vanish in front of your eyes. Behold, the last moment of Princess Zelda. Oh, with this, the seal of the 7 wise men is at last broken. It's now only a matter of time before evil covers this land. After all, the legendary hero cannot defeat us, the tribe of evil, when we're armed with the power of gold. Oh, now I must go. I don't think this song is in Smash. Anyway, now we got a boss fight. Oh, so? You mean to say you would like to be totally destroyed? Well, I can make your wish come true. So yeah, this guy, basically, you hit his energy balls back at him to deal damage. There is a few things to look out for in this fight. I purposefully, didn't hit that one, because I wanted to show one thing in this fight. That, you don't want to hit that, because that could actually hurt you if you're not careful. There's another thing that he'll do too during this fight. If he stands like right here and don't turn in your direction, he's gonna do lightning. And if you get hit by that, oh, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna deal like maybe 4 hearts of damage. But another fun thing about this fight is you can actually use the bug catcher in there, which is actually something funny, because it's been an ongoing thing in the Zelda series to be able to use like bottles and bug catcher nets against like Ganon and stuff. So that's pretty cool that they actually made an item that you wouldn't think to use on a boss useful. I find it hilarious, honestly. Okay, he's gonna do lightning again. Well, there we go. Anyway, I'm just gonna finish this guy off. I don't want to take too long here. Well met, like the true hero that you are. But I'm not ready to admit defeat yet. I will draw you into the Dark World. Link, it is I, Sahasrara. I am communicating to you across the void through telepathy. The place where you now stand was the Golden Land, but evil power turned it into the Dark World. The wizard has broken the wise men's seal and opened the gate to link the worlds at Hyrule Castle. In order to save this half of the world, the Light World, you must win back the golden power. You must also rescue the 7 maidens who Aghanim takes in the Dark World. As member of the bloodline, the 7 wise men, they have power that will surely help you. The maidens are locked in hidden dungeons full of evil creatures and dangerous traps. The Palace of Darkness should be your first goal in this world. Link, I can rely on only you. Please make this old man's wishes come true. I beg you. Now for one of my favorite themes in all of Zelda. The Dark World theme. Freaking love this song. Oh man. I know there's a lot of remixes to this song out there, but nothing beats the original version in my opinion. Anyway, over here is a heart piece. Yep, a really quick heart piece right here on the little pyramid entrance. Anyway, so I remember when I first played this game, I didn't really like this theme that much because I thought they were going to kind of use like a dark version of the Hyrule theme. But no, I quickly got accustomed to this theme and now it's one of my favorites of all time. But where we have to go is right there. See that one crystal? So yeah, we're not going after pendants anymore because if you look in the inventory, you can see crystals, and there's 7 of them over there. So we got to go for 7 crystals that are in each of the dungeons. So we're going to be going after those. Yeah, this one is definitely in Smash. This is in Smash for sure. I think there's like 2 or 3 remixes of it. But this theme is so damn good. It's so freaking good. Oh my gosh. But yeah, look how many rupees we have. We have over 700 rupees right now. We're not going to be needing rupees for a while. Well, actually, no. The next dungeon, not the one we're about to, not the first dungeon, but the second dungeon requires an item that needs 500 rupees to get. So, yeah. And what is this little tree? You're new here, aren't you? Did you come here looking for the power of gold? Well, you're too late. It will only obey the first person who touches it. The man who last claimed the power of gold wished for this world. It reflects his heart. Yes, I came here because of greed for the golden power, and look what happened to me. To rescue the golden land, a person worthy of the golden power must defeat the man who created this place. Until that time, I am stuck in this bizarre shape. But what a mischievous thing to leave lying around. The power of gold, trifles. Interesting little story. And yeah, in the Dark World, you can see pots are replaced with skulls. Yeah, that's totally not menacing at all. That is totally not menacing. But that's all that's in there. Just a few hearts in that little guy that talks to you about the Triforce. But yeah, here is a little bit of a maze. Yeah, we can't even really do much in the Dark World until we beat the first dungeon, so that's what you basically have to come straight here once you enter the Dark World. But anyway, when we go through this one, it's a monkey. I'm Kiki the monkey. Kiki, I love my rupees more than anything. Can you spare me 10 rupees? I could give you 10. Kiki, good choice. I will accompany you for a while. Kiki. I don't know why he has to say Kiki. Like, why does he have to say his name like he's a Pokemon or something? I have no idea. But yeah, that's the dungeon. And you could probably guess. Considering where we are right now, this is the same area where the Eastern Palace was at the beginning. So yeah. Kiki, if you give me 100 rupees, I will open the entrance for you. Kiki! You're asking for 100 now? Are you serious? This guy is seriously asking for 100 rupees. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Kiki. That's asking for a bit much. What will you do? Ask him to open it or try to open it yourself? Well, if you try to open it yourself, you won't be able to do this, so you have to pay him the rupees. I know it's a little bit of a steep price, but hey, it's only 100. It's not that much. So anyway, we're going to give him the rupees. Kiki, good choice. I get 100 of your rupees. Kiki. Yeah, he follows you like a Pokemon too. Exactly. But anyway. And that is it. Thank you, Kiki the monkey. That is the first dungeon of the Dark World, but I'm not going to be doing that this episode because I got to get going. So anyway, that's going to be it for this stream of Link to the Past. It has been about 2 hours, so yeah, I'm going to get going. So anyway, I am going to see you guys later.